It seems like lately there's been a ton of cars outside as if it's almost normal. It makes me wonder if some people are just saying, okay, that's it, back to work. I know here there's been a lot of businesses that actually stayed open, inviting guests to dine in and stuff, even though they're not supposed to, and they said they've been fined. I guess on a quick note, I read this today where in Canada federally, they have that plan where if you've been affected by COVID-19, lost your job and so forth, you can apply for $2,000 a month in funding. I guess here in BC, you can basically apply for another one here. It says BC Emergency Benefit Workers. The BC Emergency Benefit Workers provide a tax-free one-time $1,000 payment for BC residents whose ability to work has been affected due to COVID-19. And by the sounds of it, it says if you qualify for the federal funds, the CERB, then technically you should qualify for this. I guess the more help, the merrier for people. At the same time, it makes me wonder for this fund, if the federal one is meant more for, I guess, helping people to pay their bills and stuff like that, this 1,000 one almost feels like it's to kickstart the economy again. Makes me wonder if people are just going to spend this one on, say, some recreational stuff from food and so forth, like dining out, so to speak, like to save businesses afterwards. That's what it seems like anyways. I was reading all this stuff today where apparently a lot of places, as expected, they're trying to get drones out there, I guess, to help with the situation as fast as possible. Whereas before, if you guys know, basically everything has been going at snail pace because they say for things like safety. This one says, government to fast track trial of drones to and from St. Mary's Hospital. I believe this is in the UK. Sounds like they're doing a lot of drone stuff there, huh? It says here, the government has confirmed that it is to fast track the launch of a new trial of drones to transport medical supplies between the mainland and the Isle of Wight. Back in January, Island Echo reported that drones could in the future be used to transport chemotherapy kits, blood, and organs between St. Mary's hospitals and hospitals on the mainland. And according to this, it says they're set to host the first trials of unmanned aerial vehicle flights in the UK that go beyond line of sight. And I guess a person says here, quote, I'm delighted that this scheme has been fast-tracked by the government. It follows many talks I've had with the government ministers about pilot schemes that could benefit the Isle of Wight. I'm glad the island can be part of the pioneering approach using new technology to improve quality of life and potentially save lives. The use of drones is just one element of this. And talk about money, this is apparently riling some people up. It says, Transport Secretary has announced a $10.5 million emergency package to safeguard transport lanes to and from the Isle of Wight and the Isles of Scilly. So reading the comments here of, I guess, a lot of people who just don't like the idea. It says here, like this guy, getting paid millions just to test some drones? I will test them for $1 million less. And then you have, I guess, people who just don't believe in the tech at all. Like this guy saying, attaching the kits to the legs of seagulls would probably be more reliable. And this point is actually really common where a lot of people say with things like drone delivery, it's just completely useless compared to traditional methods in terms of efficiency and all that. It says, how much? If they want to buy me a boat and pay a decent wage, I will happily transport it across the Solent. I'm not going to fall out of the sky when it's windy or raining. Plus, best of all, I come with a smile. Someone could do that for years and still not cost as much as a drone going back and forth. It will no doubt need its batteries changing every year or so, or better yet, in 5 years, be scrapped entirely for an upgrade. I guess on that note, an interesting point would be if it is, say, inefficient at the moment, let's just say with some of those businesses, like those stories trying it for drone delivery and all that, would you still actually do it? Because you would imagine the tech will only get better, so you need to kind of establish, I guess, the workflow and all that, or no? Would you say always keep them on the shelf for now? So that's kind of an interesting, I guess, point to think about. Although that is a lot of money just to, I guess, like they say, safeguard stuff back and forth, although would people say it's necessary? Right now, it is a good time when you think about it for a drone company to make themselves known when it's actually in demand from the professional field, I guess you could say. Like here, it says, Skydio Inc. supports first responders and frontline medical workers during the COVID-19 outbreak. Facilities delivering 1 million pieces of PPE and donates US-made drones to first responders across the country. Skydio Inc. today announced 2 initiatives to support America's first responders with drones and personal protection equipment. The first initiative, the Skydio Emergency Response Program, will donate dozens of Skydio 2 drones and associated equipment to public safety agencies across the country. Skydio's in-house experts will also provide training and support at no cost to participating agencies. Skydio had planned to release the ERP to assist with disaster relief later this year, but decided to make the program available immediately to meet the needs of the public safety agencies facing an unprecedented pandemic. And with US agencies banning Chinese drones, they make it clear here. This says, as an American company that manufactures products in the United States, Skydio strongly supports first responders who stare down danger every day to protect the public from full-range threats, including COVID-19. So again, it's actually a good timing for companies to get themselves out there and make themselves known. I'm surprised that company isn't like, say, a multi-billion-dollar company already in the US if all those regulations stop people from, I guess, using things like Chinese-made drones for government agencies, law enforcement, and so forth. Alright, see you guys later.